when somebody does a 1031 exchange, and if you haven't watched that part of the show, it was, I think, episode number 24. I recommend watching it. However, let's say that somebody keeps deferring the taxes by doing a 1031 exchange. And let's say it's me. I keep deferring the taxes. And let's say I get to 100 years old, which that's my goal, and I pass away. Does that mean that my children now would get the step up in basis on, even if I deferred the taxes 100 times?
Yep. Yeah, wow. I mean, that's the ultimate goal for that is you can use 1031 exchanges to consistently defer gain into new properties. And then if you held those properties when you pass away, your heirs get a step up and there'd be no tax on that transaction in your lifetime. And then your heirs wouldn't have to worry about the taxes on inheriting and selling those properties.
So what I would do in this situation is, if I'm somebody that is a little bit older and I'm considering selling my property, I would talk to my accountant about that to see what the tax implications are and run an analysis. Be like, okay, look, if you're having to pay $300,000, $400,000 in taxes, I mean, it might be in your best interest to have your children sell it and be able to pass that on to your children, as opposed to giving it to Uncle Sam because of that step up basis. So, I mean, if you're considering doing that, I would reach out to your accountant and ask them that question.
Yeah, at least be informed of the decision. Sometimes it's an emotional decision. I went through this recently with my grandmother. She decided to sell her house and had to pay some capital gains taxes. I tried to convince her otherwise, but she felt for ease in her situation that's what she wanted to do. I didn't agree with her, but it's grandma. What can you do? So, but at least she was informed of what the tax implications were.
So here's what I realized, Andrew. I don't think a lot of people know about the step-up basis. I don't think a lot of people actually understand that. And right. I think that sometimes your grandma obviously knew both sides of it, but a lot of people don't know both sides of it and then make decisions without actually knowing what the options are. If you're going to, like your grandma, she made whatever decision is best for her, and that's okay, but she knew both sides. So what I want to do is I want to make sure that people understand both sides and then make a decision. And then whatever they decide is perfectly fine.